What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review for the Belle Collective Season 4, Episode 3. So, child, we still at dinner with Letitia and Latrice. Leticia and Latrice. Listen, at this point, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't even care no more. Words mean things. This is all I'm going to say. Words mean things, okay? So, Latrice, when you do an interview and you say, I don't care about none of them women, they are just co-workers to me, you can't be upset that Leticia took offense to it because you said all of them. So now for you to be like, well, when I said that, I meant everybody but you. She said, well, how am I supposed to know you meant everybody but me? Because you said everybody. Everybody means everybody. Words mean things. But the flip side of that is this. As far as the brunch is concerned, I said what I had to say about the brunch. Latrice admitted that no, she did not show up drunk, but yes, she was drinking while she was there. But she still doesn't want to take any responsibility that her words may have offended some people. She said, well, people were laughing when I said it. Okay, I'm sure some people were laughing when you said it. Just because, listen, I'm not saying everybody in that room was offended, and neither is Leticia. What she's saying is she got feedback, and some people were offended. Now, do I think that she maybe made it a bigger deal than it needed to be? Probably. But that's what it is. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, at this point, I don't even care no more. Because they had this whole long conversation only for later on in the episode for Latrice to be like, even though me and Leticia are not in a good place right now, I still came to her event. But I thought y'all cleared everything up. I thought y'all said what needed to be said and y'all cleared it all up. But anyway, so the guys come back over to the table and basically they want to know if the coast is clear. And then the ladies kind of start getting on them about how they act and how, they have to, I don't know. I don't even care. When it comes to Cliff and Glenn, I just think both of them are some type husbands. And so I really don't care about what neither one of them say or their opinion about the other. I just don't. They just want them to get along so they can go back to playing and having a good time and living in their misogyny. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even care. So that was what it was. But again, I thought the ladies left there in a good space. But later on in the episode, Latrice say they not. So that's why I'm like, you made me sit through this 2-part dinner just for them to end up saying that they not in a good space. So we see Tambra telling her family, she said, look, when I found out that Greedy done told his sister, it made me feel some kind of way. So now I feel like, well, shoot, if you told people, I'm going to tell people. So now I'm going to tell my, so now I'm going to tell my cousins who I'm close with. We grew up together. We like sisters. So we saw her tell them, and it was cute. She got all of them onesies that said something about them being an auntie. Baby, that one cousin was just shocked. She was sitting there the whole, she was like, and like, you could tell it took a minute for it to sink in, but it was really, really cute. It was really cute. But later on in the episode, Greedy and Tambra were talking, and she told him that she had told her cousins. And he put up a very valid point. He said, I'm going to be honest with you. I really felt some kind of way that you told me I couldn't tell nobody, but then you told your people. And she was like, but I'm the one carrying the baby, so don't you feel like I should get a little leeway? No, you shouldn't. And women have to stop feeling like that. When it comes to certain things, absolutely. You that baby is inside of you. It is living off of you for that 9-10 months, however long. And so, yes, you get credit for that. But when it comes to telling our family and sharing the news, when and how we share the news, you can't say, well, you don't tell nobody on your side of the family, but I can tell my people. And I understand her wanting to tell her parents, but he wants to tell his parents too. And then for you to get mad at him because he told his sister, and she was like, well, he said, well, you told your sister. And she was like, yeah, I told my sister, but I mean, it's my sister. He was like, it's my sister. We have to stop making it seem like it's not the same just because he's the father, right? But he was able to, and what I can appreciate is that he was able to explain it to her so that I do believe she did understand. All right, so then Leticia, we see her planning her book party. Listen, now we're gonna get there when we get to the end of this episode, or we actually get to her book party. But Leticia wrote a book called Why Side Chicks Are Winning. Now I understand it might be one of them situations where the title is written in such a way to sort of throw you off, that it's really about her journey through her husband's infidelity and her finding whatever she needed to find through that moment. But okay, girl, we'll get to that when we get to the end of this episode, child. But anyway, she planning her evening, her party, for that. So then we see Akeisha meeting up with Tambra so they can really clear the air. So we see them sitting down talking, and Akeisha asked Tambra point blank, like, girl, what happened last year? And Tambra was like, I thought we cleared that. Like, I thought we were good now. And Tambra said, listen, I've known her since high school. Like, this is somebody that is truly somebody that I've known all my life. And, it was really hurtful that she would believe what these women told her. And Akeisha was like, well, I felt like you didn't defend yourself. Now, I'm going to be honest. She did defend herself. And she even said that. Tambra was like, she said, well, why didn't you tell me it wasn't true? I'm sorry. We're talking about the text message where allegedly Tambra told the group they didn't want Akeisha in the group chat because they wanted to try to alienate Akeisha. And Akeisha was like, well, why would Leticia do that? I mean, is it because I talked about her brunch? And Tambra was like, girl, I don't know what it was, but please understand, I never said that. Like, that is, a scheme set up by Todd to come to you with the bullshit, because I never said it. And she was like, well, why didn't you defend yourself? And Tambra was like, girl, I did. And she did. If you go back to last season, matter of fact, that's when I was talking about it, because I said Tambra lost that whole accent. Baby, Tambra's voice dropped, and she lost that whole accent. And she was like, she slamming tables and everything. She was like, I didn't say it. So I feel like she absolutely did defend herself. I feel like she absolutely did put it out there that she didn't say it. Y'all just didn't believe her. You just didn't believe her because her voice at the table wasn't louder than Latrice's, Marie's, and Leticia's. And you chose to believe them over Tambra. So, I mean, I don't feel like you can put all of this on Tambra, because Tambra absolutely said, I didn't say it, and it's not true. Now, I'll be honest, I ain't believe her either. So, I ain't mad at Akeisha, because, hell, I didn't believe her either. I was like, she lying. But we know now that it was a lie, and that it was a scheme set up by Leticia and Marie to come to y'all with us with the bullshit. And then Akeisha gonna say, well, why would you let this lie just go on and on about you? And Tambra was like, at a certain point, I was just tired of arguing. Like, you gonna believe what you want to believe, and I'm tired of trying to defend myself. And again, what more can you say when you tell people you didn't do something, and they choose not to believe you, and you don't have? I mean, how do you prove? Like, I mean, did they show it? I don't even remember anymore. Did they show a text message of her saying it? Was this a verbal conversation? Like, honestly, at a certain point, there's really nothing more to say other than I didn't do it. And if you choose not to believe it, then you just choose not to believe it. But I don't know what else to say. So they cleared the air, whatever. But again, I was a little confused about what Akeisha wanted Tambra to do that she didn't do. But they did clear the air. And then Akeisha was like, so girl, what's going on with you? Because, when I was pregnant, my voice changed. And I noticed when we were at the rodeo, girl, your voice took a little dip. She said, so what's going on with you and Grady? And of course, Tambra didn't say no, that she wasn't pregnant. She just didn't say yes, that she was pregnant. And Akeisha even said, she said, okay, you ain't ready to tell me yet. That's okay. I'll wait. And I thought that was really cute, because she was like, girl, I done been there and done that. I know the signs. And I see it, okay? I feel it and I see it, okay? So I thought that was cute. So then we had So Gucci and JJ and his mama meeting up for lunch. Now, I done already told you how I feel about these scenes with So Gucci and her mother-in-law and JJ. Honestly, they just come off so fake to me and so contrived. So they were 10 minutes late for lunch. And the mother is so upset and she is so distraught that they are 10 minutes late. And I've been here for hours waiting for y'all and I'm starving. And that was just so rude of y'all. That's so disrespectful. And that's not how I raised my son, to be rude. And I went on and ordered for y'all. And so Gucci was like, it's my fault. It's my fault. And she was like, I know it's your fault. And, you know, I just think that was so rude how you dealt with me back at the house. And, you know, for you to, you have to respect me because, you know, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even have this your husband. And, you know, and so Gucci was like, you're right. I was a little rude. You know, I did pick fights with you. I did do things rude. You know, she was like, but I'm sorry. And she said, you know, me and my mother-in-law get along fine when she's not living with us. All right. So then we start getting into them talking about the situation with the daughters and how they're trying to, you know, rebuild that situation. And the mother-in-law actually did give them some really good advice in regards to, you know, letting them know, listen, at the end of the day, we're still family and we're going to have to work this out. I still feel like Gucci was wrong for pressing charges. Like, if you really want that relationship to work, then pressing charges against their mama probably wasn't the best decision. But, child, what? All right, then. So last but not least, child, we get to Leticia's event. And it's her book release party, but it's an intimate gathering that she almost sets up like a date night situation where she invites couples. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of this scene was confusion to me, okay? First of all, I don't understand why you set up a whole date night about love to debut a book about infidelity. But okay, girl. And then you walk in hand with the person that you was having issues with in the book. Now, I guess that was your way of saying we worked through it and we made it through. And look at us now. We still together. I don't know if that's what the whole vibe was supposed to be. But then she got up to speak. Now, for somebody that you claim you are so, you know, sought after around the world or around the country for your speaking skills, I felt like you were stumbling and wasn't really clear on what you was trying to say and what you were trying to do. And then you read an excerpt from your book, which was weird, again, because I thought the book was a book coming from your perspective about what you went through. But then as you were reading, it sounds like it was your husband's perspective, because you started talking about how basically y'all sex life was reduced to just anniversary and special occasions, and how, you know, if you don't take care of your man, he gonna stray. And I was like, so is the book written from her perspective? I was confusion. Like, I thought the book was, and then she talked about, well, this was some of the darkest days of my life, you know. My husband, I had to figure out how to get back to me again. So I was just confused, because I was like, so is the book written by you from your perspective? Is the excerpt from your husband, or is the excerpt from you? Is it your perspective? I was confusion. Then Glenn got up and he got on the mic and he decided to rap that song. I guess it's that song he was in the studio cutting in the first half of the season, where it's all about love. And so who told him to pick up that mic? Who gave him permission to pick up the microphone? Marie walks in late and disrupts the whole situation, which I thought was rude. I'm so confused. The whole scene was confusion to me. It was confusion to me. Yep. Now, if it made more sense to you, please put it in the comments, because I was confusion. And that's actually where the episode leaves off, with Glenn rapping. So anyway, y'all let me know. And I'll talk to y'all later.